Over the years, network radio has had some great sounds, much of those trademark sounds because of the announcers. But some of the sounds were the jingles, the news sounders. When I first started in radio in the 60s, I worked at an ABC, then a CBS station. But one of my favorite shows was on the Mutual Broadcasting System, a nightly 25-minute wrap-up of the news called The World Today. It was hosted by a variety of anchors, but the best known among them was Tony Marvin, who had once been Arthur Godfrey's beleaguered announcer. I always thought that the theme from The World Today was the best theme in the history of network radio. So let's go back now to the 1960s, and here's the way Tony Marvin sounded announcing the closing for The World Today. Then we'll play the theme with no voice on it, just so you can enjoy it, and then one closing with one of Tony Marvin's frequent fill-in announcers, Sanford Marshall. Now, the ending with that great music to Mutual's The World Today.
The World Today is produced by Mutual News in New York, utilizing all major wire services, special Mutual overseas correspondents, and the news editors of more than 500 affiliated stations. Listen tomorrow night to The World Today, heard around the world through the facilities of the Armed Forces Radio. This is Tony Marvin in New York.
The closing theme from The World Today. When I worked at Mutual, I was able to get the original recordings, but all of them had announcers on top. So we got the best of the beginning and the best of the end and put it together. You'll notice a little textural change in the middle. But here it is, the wonderful theme from Mutual's The World Today. Now a closing for Mutual's The World Today on a day when it was anchored by Sanford Marshall.
The World Today, pre-taped at Mutual's news headquarters for broadcast at this time, was produced by Ashmead Scott with engineering by Gordon Shaw. This is Sanford Marshall. Have a good evening.
Well, there you have it. A glorious sound from the golden days of network radio news, Mutual's The World Today, and its rousing theme.